Hello everyone, Time to Grind here, and today I wanted to treat you guys into a very special story, a story unlike anything you have heard of to this date, I promise you. But the thing is before you watch this video, I need you to promise me that you're not going to tell anyone about it. It's kind of like a secret NDA between us, okay? Because as of recording this video, I am actually in the talks with very many Hollywood executives and producers and writers about publishing this story into a extremely expensive to make a movie, whether it be a documentary styled movie or like a Jason Bourne action, like, you know, Hollywood movie that's going to play in multiple countries. It's going to be a huge release. We're already talking about which actors are going to be playing me and stuff like that. So it's a very exclusive story, so you have to promise not to tell anyone because it is the best story you will have ever heard. And I know you're going to want to tell people about it, but by already watching this far in the video, you've already signed the NDA, so you can't go back on it. You can't tell anyone about this amazing story that you will have heard. And not to toot my own horn, but this is honestly the best story I've ever even heard of, and I'm in it, so that makes it that much better. But, so, to give a backstory, before the story, I was just me sitting at my computer, you know, just refreshing the Artifact subreddit literally 80 times a second, and just being like, man, I really want to play the Artifact beta, whatever shall I do? And I decided to, I hatched a plan. I knew what I was going to do. I decided to email Gabe Newell of Valve Software, just a good old funny email. So I wrote to him in a very serious business proposition. I said, "Hi, Mr. Newell. I have a proposition for you. If I can guess a number you were thinking of between 1 and 10, can you give me Artifact beta? If you want, we can do a practice round beforehand. Thanks, Holden." And not only 7 minutes later, Gabe responds to me, "Okay, go for it." So at this point, my heart is racing. I have any number to choose between 1 and 10, and the stakes are so high. You know, I'm sweating. I had to go get like a water bottle, be dehydrated because I was sweating so much. I was so nervous. I was so stressed out. Anything could happen. It was the biggest, most tenseful moment in my entire life. So, it takes me about 15 minutes to respond because I'm just thinking and I'm calculating all of my possible options. And I email him back with, "I'm gonna go with a solid 2. And at this point, he responded to the first email within 7 minutes. I counted. And I responded back to him within 20 minutes. And I know that my time zone, I'm in Texas, so my time zone is 2 hours ahead of his time zone in Seattle. And so I know at this time, when I sent that email, it was past 5 o'clock, and I'm thinking, oh my god, did I send this past 5? Maybe he works 9 to 5 or 8 to 5 or something like that. Is he gone? What shall I do? I'm so sad because, you know, his first email, he responded to me within 7 minutes. So this next one, it's been way longer than 7 minutes. Hour by hour by hour passed, and I'm like, oh no, did I insult Gabe? Is he no longer going to respond to me? Is he going to make sure my IP is banned and I will never get into Artifact beta even after it releases? He's gonna hardware ban me. I thought all this stuff, you know, I started sweating again. My palms were shaking, and I was so scared. And so, you know, when all hope is lost, I get a response back from him, and I'm like, before I even open up the email, my heart's beating, because think about it, I could have just gotten to the Artifact beta. Did he send me a download link for the Artifact beta? Did he give me a Steam key for Artifact? He responds back saying, "I was thinking pie." And at that point, my heart is broken, but at least I got a response. At least there was closure. You know, it wasn't like I was going to be constantly guessing for the rest of my life if I guessed his number correctly or not. And, you know, I was disappointed. I thought we were talking integers, but I read back to my previous emails and realized that Gabe got me. I never said, "Let me guess an integer between 1 and 10. I just said, "Let me guess a number," and pi is a number between 1 and 10. And I was defeated. So I email back to him. Understandable. Have a nice day, Mr. Newell. And I decided to, you know, cut my losses there. I go back to the Artifact subreddit. I start refreshing the subreddit literally 85 times a second like before, but with 5 more times a second. We increased. And, you know, I cry myself to sleep that night. But at least I was able to speak to Gabe, and I almost tricked him. And I know, you're thinking, that's it? That's the story? That's you hyped it up so much. And here's where you're wrong. See, you just don't understand the theatrical and art of this story, okay? This story is going to sell millions of movie tickets when it becomes a movie. And that is why if you've gotten this far in the video, you have signed now 3 different NDAs. Trust me, you signed them. You might not remember them. So you can no longer, you can't speak to this video about anyone, but you are also inclined to just, if you get your artifact beta, you have to message me and you have to give me your account. No, just that's the way it is. We signed an NDA, okay? Whether you realize you signed it or not, that's a different story. But yeah, that is the story I wanted to tell. I also wanted you to sign all those invisible NDAs. But yeah, that's the story. So if you enjoyed this video and this riveting plot-filled story, make sure you consider leaving a like down below. It really helps out the channel, and subscribe. New videos come out every Wednesday and Sunday, albeit they're not always as awesome as this video, you know, but they are good in their own rights. You know, like always, guys, I hope you guys have a great rest of the day, and see you guys next time.